our longest trusted English newspaper since 1898. Now available digitally. Computer, order the Manila Times Digital Edition. Subscribed. Get the Manila Times Digital Edition for less than 2 pesos and 50 centavos per day when you sign up for 1 year. The Manila Times, news source of choice, trusted since 1898.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you for lending an ear to the Voice of the Times for Tuesday, May 10, 2022, for today's editorial, The Morning After. Yesterday, almost 50 million Filipinos voted for a new set of national and local leaders. The dust has yet to settle after an exercise marred by the usual theatrics of elections. Some quick counts and exit polls would appear hours after this editorial was written on Election Day. The winners will be triumphal and the losers bitter. Accusations of cheating and vote buying will fly thick and fast, and then there will be the usual noises about the people's lack of political education and the need for political reforms. But advocating for political reforms is like asking for the moon. Dr. Rizal Buendia, a political analyst and a fellow of the Strat-based Albert Del Rosario Institute, last week presented a paper online titled Lessons and Prospects in Philippine Political Governance. He said that decades of personalistic governance are responsible for the corrosion of political institutions, and unless radical structural, political, and electoral reforms are pursued, we will steer toward decay, with the nation-state isolated from the people it is supposed to serve. Dr. Buendia's study covered 7 presidents in the last 50 years. He analyzed them in terms of transparency and accountability, electoral politics, political party system, political participation, and populist politics. The following are his conclusions. First, that the measures and policies in the last half-century to promote transparency and accountability have failed. They did not make a dent in the corruption that allegedly bedevils every government. Second, he deplored the style of governance based on personality rather than education, training, and skill in leadership. Third, the political party system has been weakened by dynasties and clans that rule and roost over the political parties. There are no principles or ideologies that anchor the political parties. The politicians shift to another party as quickly as they change their clothes, the moment they sniff a change in the political winds. Fourth, Dr. Buendia noted that patronage politics and elitism have taken over politics. Those who want to run but have scarce resources or stomachs not made of iron are discouraged from doing so. All of these then lead to the fifth conclusion, that populist politics has threatened and restricted democratic rule. His RX is the enlargement of social and political structures and institutions that encourage the amplification of democratic rule. In plain English, he means the widening of political spaces, the encouragement of young blood in politics, and a party system built on principles and not personalities. Dr. Buendia also said that the country needs policies that will help a transparent and accountable government fight corruption. There should be a mass-based electoral system to neutralize the power of the elite and the powerful. Conversely, a multi-party system based on platforms, programs, principles, and ideologies to fortify representative democracy should be encouraged. And lastly, a holistic governance should be institutionalized to prevent society's fragmentation. You can see this in what has happened to the party list system. It was born of noble intentions to bring into the legislature those from the marginalized. The women, laborers, farmers, fisherfolk, youth, differently abled, and senior citizens. But look what happened. You see the rich party lists with their silly names being advertised on television. Before, hardly any party list could place a TV advertisement. The going rate now must be 600,000 pesos for a 30-second spot. How could a small party afford these rates? Dr. Buendia also noted that our political party system has no ideological or philosophical differences between political parties. Thus, it is easy for a politician to change colors, like a monkey swinging from vine to vine in the forest. This has led to a spiral of problems: corruption, elitism, problems of peace and order, poverty, injustice, and concentration of power in the central government. A United Nations Development Program study found that the 10 poorest provinces have been ruled by political dynasties for a long time. Inbreeding is bad not just in biology, but also in politics. Joseph Campbell wrote a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces, which dealt with the archetypal hero in mythology. Some of our politicians are many times removed from this hero, although they wear 1,000 masks before their voters. And that's the editorial for Tuesday, May 10, 2022. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and listen to the Voice of the Times.